Ooh, welcome back everybody. We got some items to clean up in this whole area before we head to the boss. The first of which being back in this right hand place with the elevator. If it's down, make sure you call it down. Or if it's up, call it down. And then we're gonna get on it and turn around and start walking backwards. And there's a little secret area right here on its way up that you can jump out on. And if you take a left right there and come down, and another left. And drop down right here. And then this door on the right. And then you are actually on the second floor of the Cathedral Ward. There's the lonely old deer right there on the floor. Got a chest here with stuff. A formless Odin rune. Ooh, and which gets us our trophy for getting a high level rune, Carol rune. And we get the Messenger Urn Festival over here, which lands us right in front of the broken portion of the railing, which is what we're going to use to just drop down and land. And now we're going to come out the normal front way. Take a right and kill this guy right now. With his moves, almost any of them, you can just count to 1 after he starts moving and then pull that trigger. And that should be close with almost anything. Almost any of his attacks. So here this guy comes, and the ones that have the lantern, they do this like screaming pointing thing at you when they notice you, which you can use that time to get a couple hits in. They do have a wide arc, so do be careful if you're going to try to dodge around them. These guys are usually a little bit easier to gun parry than most. So that's what I like to do. Back at this shortcut area, we're actually going to do quite a bit. We want to do a lot of exploring. So come up these stairs that are in front of you and kind of angle to the left a little bit. And come over here, or thick cold blood. So up the stairs here, you can sneak up behind this guy, but go slowly because he'll start moving forward. And rather than chase him down, there's actually a little bit of a trap. Because if you come down the stairs again, these two gentlemen will start coming down. So that's why you don't want to chase the guy with his back turned. Try to take the fight down here. Try to keep your distance. Really try to get a gun parry if you can. If they both hit you at the same time, they can very easily kill you. So take no chances with these two. There we go. Nice, and he gave me my blood vial back. Now we can come up, and you might have heard that jangling. That's one of those, I think they're called like tomb giants or undead giants. Wandering around. Usually after a while he'll stay at the bottom of the stairs. Yep, there he is. They're chapel giants, is that what they're called? I don't remember. But try to move slowly around here. We can grab this item at the top of the stairs. And now we can safely get the backstab on the scythe wielding Ghostface. So sneak up. Backstab. Always take a couple of steps forward when you do that, so you can make sure to get the visceral. And his body should drop off the ledge. Don't chase after him, because again, giant. Try to stick to the wall, and I think you're going to pull the giant no matter what. Nope, you just walk slowly. He won't see you. Now I believe he'll get up and start moving again, no matter what happens, just as time passes. So try not to dally for too long. And there is a rifleman of the same sort right here, with his back turned. So you can get the backstab on him. And now we can take on this giant. And I always try to get a running leap off of this corner and do like a downward attack on him, but it never seems to work. So let me see if I can do it here. Nope. Having not fought any of these guys before, ugh. I was about to say, they're usually pretty easy. You can just stick to kind of underneath their butt and heal if you have to. Okay, or not. Not doing a very good show here. Man. They have a large health pool is the problem. There we go. So we got that halfway down here. We've got this guy should always drop some quicksilver bullets. What about him? Nope. You continue down. There's a dog on our right around the corner. There he is. And an item. And don't worry about this ladder or that item up there. We'll get it later. And on the other side should be another item, I think. Yep, behind this statue. And now we can go here and pull this lever, which opens up this big gate into a courtyard with 2 of those temple giants. And a ton of items. So don't worry about the items just yet. Let's just come through here and let's see if I can do a better job of killing these guys. Nope. Apparently not. There we go. It's like... So you can just brute force these guys, as you can see. Again, you don't have to be a pro to do this. Try circling around to the left. Makes it so some of his attacks dodge overhead. And there we go. That was much better. And we get most of our blood vials back. Now, around this courtyard should be, I believe it's 5 Madman's Knowledge. All of these items are the same. So there's one over here by the entrance. Just keep kind of rotating your camera until you see, again, yeah, it should be 5 because there's the 5th one in the back there. 2 around the center. And then 1 over here. Now we're not gonna go down here until much later. But let's go down this way. And be careful on the right, because there's another ghost face wandering around with a new item, new weapon. He's got a flame sprayer just like we do. So try to avoid him if you can, and come down here for another item. Just getting tons of thick cold blood. You might also notice this archway at the end of there. We'll head down there eventually as well. But for now, just come here and open up this second gate. This is what saves you 10,000 blood echoes on an item that unlocks this gate from the other side. So hopefully I'll show it in the Bath Messenger shop when we get back to the Hunter's Dream, and hopefully you haven't already bought it, because it is a waste of money. Come down here and we have another temple giant. This guy's a little more tricky because you just don't have a lot of space to work with. But try your best to, again, circle around his left. Don't fully circle, though, because sometimes his arc is so wide it'll come around and hit you from the other direction. And then, before we go too far, if you backtrack a little bit by this baby carriage, is some bloodstone shards, so get those. And now continue down. And there's another enemy with his back turned that acts as bait. Because if you go forward and look to the right, you see another brick troll coming down the way, and he can see you from quite a distance. So step forward a little bit until you get his attention. He's got like a giant log. Take a step back and try to get that gun parry on him. And he doesn't die immediately, so... Now we can sneak up on this guy, but you might notice there are actually 3 crows around him, 1 right there, and 2 directly to either side of him. But those guys crawl slowly, so with a little bit of luck and determination, you can actually pull off the backstab before the crows come calling anyway. And that should kill him. And then you might want to dodge away and take care of the crows. Just be very, what's the word I'm looking for? Deliberate with it. The minute you're right about here, just stop walking and don't stop until you get to right about here to get that backstab off. On the other side of this little carriage thingy is a monocular, which is basically a seeing eyeglass, spyglass type thing. It zooms in, which is nice if you're trying to aim something. We're never going to use it, we're going to sell it immediately. Continue over here, and there's a crow guarding this item by the tree, so let's take care of him. And then we got another giant, but before that, I have to mention that on the other side of him is a scurrying nightmare. And you might think that you can sprint through and around the back of him to get to it, but these light poles are always in the way, so you have to go around the front of them. It's really annoying, it's kind of scary, and it's not always... I don't always pull it off. We're gonna try... Oh, whoops. My finger slipped. We're gonna try our best to get that scurrying nightmare on the other side of him and not get hit by the giant wrecking ball that this giant is wielding. So here we go. You can just cut straight in front of him and turn right, and there's the nightmare. So just wail on him and then start backing away, back away, back away. Hopefully, you won't take a hit. This guy works roughly the same as the other ones. Just try to stay under him. He can hurt, though. He does a lot of flailing, that's the problem with this one. And his range is a lot larger, obviously, with the ball and chain. Missed. Yeah, see that. Just if you get hit a bunch, run, 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 and heal up, and then come back. Once you get rid of him, though, he was guarding some bloodstone shards. You dropped something. And the scurrying nightmare has also some bloodstone. Sweet. Continue past that, and I believe there's a blood gem, gemstone, whatever you call them, down this way, amongst all these pots. There it is. Which you don't necessarily have to get. So again, if you don't want all that upgrade material, you don't want that, then you can just skip past all this. You don't want the monocular. Again, I've said it before, and I'll say it again, I like to always get all the items just because, if nothing else, it sells for experience. Now we're gonna backtrack all the way. And I believe, checking my notes, we're going to take care of one more thing before we get to head towards the boss. Yep. Cool. We're going all the way back to the lantern, so you can feel free to use a bold hunter's mark right here if you want. Oh, went too far. Sorry, everybody. Right past that first gate, we should have turned. Come down here. Be careful of the couple of ghost faces that are patrolling the area. You don't even need to take care of them, really. You can just sprint past them. Goodbye. They following me in here? Nope. And then we're gonna take on a difficult fight, so you might want to heal up. If you're running low on blood vials or quicksilver bullets, I suggest you head back to Hunter's Dream if you want to level up things like that, because this is tricky and this can actually ruin your playthrough if something unfortunate happens. But you should, if you come out the front way and take a left, have Eileen the Crow waiting for you here. If you don't, try exiting the game and reloading it, or heading back to Hunter's Dream and reloading the area by coming back. Just trying to make sure that ghost face that's walking down the stairs doesn't get this far. I think he turns around and heads back up. I'll just have my camera this way while I talk. And we're going to talk to Eileen. She gives you a gesture and tells you that there is a hunter that has gone mad over at the Tomb of Odin. And you might have noticed, if you did go back to Hunter's Dream, if for any reason you tried to go back to the Tome of Odin lantern, it won't let you. It says it's inoperable or something like that. So what we need to do, the Tome of Odin, by the way, is the lantern where we fought Father Gascoigne. So we need to head back, and there's going to be a new hunter there that immediately tries to attack us. He is way more difficult than Hunter Gascoigne. Well, that's relative, I guess. He just deals a lot more damage and takes a lot more damage. He doesn't have a bunch of phases and weird tricks. He's just a hunter. But the way this is gonna work is once we get down the stairs, he's gonna start running towards us. All we need to do is survive. Because eventually Eileen will come running right behind us and start attacking, his name's Henryk, start attacking Henryk herself. Then our goal is to help her to kill Henryk without accidentally killing her. It's a little bit easier than it sounds, but it is still slightly difficult. It's not a cakewalk by any means. So I'll show you what I mean. Take a left here and go down these stairs. Keep your eye on the right. In fact, you just saw him on the other side of this big pillar. There he is. So yep, now we're just gonna survive. You can still hit him and stuff, and you can gun parry him. Woohoo. In fact, you might want to back up the stairs. Oh, and he throws throwing knives. I didn't even know that. And there's Eileen. So now the best way to do it is to kind of try to get behind Henryk while he's attacking Eileen and get a backstab. Be careful though, because he can still aggro onto you, and he can kill you real quick. So be liberal with the blood vials, because you don't want to accidentally die in one hit. There, I got the visceral off. Because it is totally doable, and you really don't want her to die. That's the big thing. I'm gonna keep backing away and heal. I'm gonna try to get him off of me. There we go. Uh-oh. Also, what you need to know is that hunters can parry you just like you can parry them. Oop. Yeah, see, I hit her. You can hit her, just don't try to hit her too much or she will turn on you. So before we pick that up, let's talk to her.
That wasn't what you have, Matt. You must have... He was but tried. A hunter, leave the hunt.
And she'll give you another gesture.
Try to keep your hand, leave the...
By the way, this is not something you can skip if you're trying to get the Platinum Trophy. You have to finish Eileen's quest line in order to get all the weapons. Ooh, and we get the Air Rune, which is one of the best in the game. Okay, and now this lantern is activated again. So with all that done, let's head back to Hunter's Dream, do some leveling, etc. Back here, let's do our rounds. See if there's anything we can sell. I don't remember picking up anything sellable. Oh, shining coins. Oh yeah, we picked up a ton of stuff. Binocular, you can sell that. Did we pick up any armor we're not going to use? Nope. Still have a bunch of blood gems, which we can sell the tier 1. We're never going to use that. Make sure you don't sell the fire one, whatever you do. I like to keep some on hand just for when we get a new weapon, we can immediately slot some things in. And this, I want to talk about these. You can sell these if you want. There's only going to be like a small handful, like maybe half a dozen or so. 6 to 8, maybe a little bit more, that we're ever going to use. But they aren't worth very much blood echoes, as you can see. So I kind of leave it up to you if you want to sell them or not. I think, let me double check that I've written in that Google Doc down at the bottom which of the ones you want to keep are, yeah, the Carol runes. So actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then some of them, so that's like 19. So yeah, sorry, there's way more we're going to use. But anyway, the point is, I will leave it up to you if you want to sell these or not. You definitely don't want to sell any of them right now, except for the beast. You can sell that one. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and do so. If you're trying to get a profile with every item in your inventory at the same time, then obviously you don't want to be selling any of this stuff. But my goal is to just show you where all the items are, and to show you what I think is the easiest way to get the Platinum Trophy. Part of making the Platinum Trophy easy is leveling up as fast as possible, which means getting blood echoes as much as possible. So I'm going to sell everything I know I'm not going to use. Coming to the left here to adorn, we've got so much stuff now. We got the messenger top hat, which makes them look all dapper. We've got the black messenger hat, which has that little shawl around their heads. And we've got the urn festival, which makes them look like that. We'll stick with that for now. And come in here, we still can't activate the Carol rune altar here. This is how we equip those. We can, however, see if we can fortify anything. Nope. Nothing that we want to fortify anyway. See if we need to repair anything. Nope. See if we got any better blood gems. No. So move on. And this time I'm actually going to come out this second door here, talk to the Bath Messengers, because after you kill Henryk, you have access to his armor, which is a perfect 6 insight. If you only have 6 insight, I recommend we hold off on getting this, but we are going to have to get it soon, sometime. The only reason I say hold off is you're going to want some insight for summoning someone for the next boss. And now you can always buy that and then use your Madman's knowledge to get some of that insight back. But rather than do that, I like to just wait, because you're not going to need the Henryk's armor until later. It's good against bolt, yeah. And we're not going to come across anyone who deals bolt damage for quite a while. Okay, now we can pop all of our dew. It's not dew anymore, now it's thick cold blood. And let's level up.
Welcome. What is very well. Let me.
So now let me go back to my notes and see where we've left off. We are currently level 36. So that would be what, right there? So we need a vitality, 2 arcane. Perfect. Almost exactly.
Farewell, May.
And now we'll head back to the Cathedral Ward. Oh, and I forgot to show it, but the item that I told you not to buy is called the Hunter Chief Emblem. It looks like a little handkerchief. It's 10,000 blood echoes in the Bath Messenger shop. Make sure you do not buy the Hunter Chief Emblem, because we just opened up that gate from the back, thus saving us the trouble. Alright, so we're gonna start heading towards the boss next time. So until then, stay safe.